I think part of what Donald Trump did is that he leaned into a lot of the institutionalized misogyny as a way to try to neutralize her effectiveness. So she was a super effective speaker, really galvanized voters in a really important way. And what the Trump campaign did, and I think ultimately they were able to, was they flooded the internet with over-sexualized images of her. They spread lies about her romantic history, and they attacked her husband too, right? They sort of did a full court press on the institutionalized misogyny that is very much a part of American life, and they brought that out. And you'll remember, he ran this bros campaign, right? A campaign that was largely sort of anti-woman.
This is MMBC. When I watch these people, I'm not seeing a single person that is struggling to come to reality. Like, they are not talking about the issue they neglected what was going on at the border, the economy. They are not talking about this. It is the same mistake they made. Kamala was not focused on this. Now for them to sit down and reevaluate themselves, they are here, blaming this. Crazy. I didn't see any Kamala's photos circulated on social media. I didn't even see that.
And this one is for the Trump supporters. You are going to hell for this. You're going to hell for this. You have blatantly disregarded your neighbor. You have failed to care for the widowed, the orphaned, and the immigrant. You have committed idolatry, and you have become lost in your greed and your lusts. You are proud and envious, and you will face that reality on Judgment Day. A lot of you have become too arrogant to believe that you could go to hell. A lot of you have become so idolatrous that you don't think that man could get you there. But you are wrong. And I have never felt something with such conviction in my entire life. And I don't come to you as a saint, I come to you as a fellow sinner. You can repent. You can walk away from this. You can start to atone. But I doubt any of you will. I think that if God himself came down from the heavens, laid hands upon Donald Trump and called him the Antichrist, you would still follow him. Because what? He's promising to make eggs a little cheaper? Like, I'm not happy with the price of eggs either, but I am not willing to risk my eternal soul for it. I am not going to place a convicted predator into a position of power in the hopes that gas will be under $3 a gallon. I am a simple man, and I am not that greedy. You had two choices that did not involve you putting into office the best friend of one of the most prolific childbearers in modern history. You could have downsized your life, gotten rid of that big giant truck of yours, and all your expensive weapons, or you could have gone out and for higher pay, or an end to corporate corruption. You chose to do neither of those things because it was easier to blame immigrants. And that is laziness, that is sloth. You saw hatred as the path of least resistance and the best way to maintain your lifestyle. And you took it. You took it at the expense of the lives of so many of the neighbors you are supposed to be loving.
Yes, I understand. A lot of people might be wondering who is this person. According to this person who posted this, trans preacher with a nose ring, third Trump supporters, they are going to hell for voting for Trump. You will face the reality on Judgment Day. A lot of you have become too arrogant to believe that you could go to hell. If that been the case, then all America will go to hell. Look at the number of people who voted for Trump. It therefore means all of this guy alone and a few others will go to heaven. Sometimes when I look at someone like this calling himself a pastor, it baffles me. It is crazy. I don't want to bash at this person. When you see someone that is ignorant, this is how they speak.
The Democratic Party is so narcissistic and self-absorbed, and it's honestly a demonic oppression. I'm going to tell you a few examples. The same women who claim it's racist and sexist not to vote for a woman are the same women who wouldn't vote for Candace Owens if she was running for president, even though she's a Black American woman. The same women who scream "my body, my choice" are the same women not giving their body inside their body a choice. The same people who scream cultural appropriation are the same people who voted for somebody who puts on a different accent depending on what audience she's talking to. The same people preaching about love and acceptance are the same people cutting off family members and friends for not having the same opinion as them. Also calling us a cult. Isn't that what cults do? The same people who keep talking about are the same people who are voting for open borders when there's been 15,000 people actually assaulted by illegal immigrants.
Believe in her. She is way too quiet. They are way too quiet. I don't hear, our boy, everything's great, we're so wonderful, you guys all suck. My girl, our girl is not going to be outmaneuvered by this trash can island of misfit toys. I don't believe it. It's not going to happen. She's too smart. We're too smart. If America wants to go on, we've got to break up. We have to. We got to break up with our crusty Joe Alwyn so we can find our Travis Kelce. That's what we have to do. Look, they don't want to move with us. They don't want to evolve. And I get it. Listen, if all I had to do was sit around all day and have people wait on me, I would think that was great too. But you know what? Actually, I probably wouldn't think that was great. None of us would think that was great. That's very sad and pathetic. My God. Ugh. At any rate, we are all going to move forward, and we're going to move forward together, and they can stay back there. They can stay with their change denial, and women really are good for nothing but having babies because, the white boys are so smart. And don't try to tell us that our men turned on us, because they did not. White women did not. We didn't suddenly wake up and go, you know what, let's just turn. No, we did not. Girls, sisters, we did not turn on you.
I don't get it. These people, are these dumb or what exactly? I don't understand. They still have in their mind that something will be done, something very transparent like these stories, conspiracy coming up like this, just to extract money into people's pocket is crazy. Kamala campaign at this time is asking these same people doing these videos to donate, and they are falling for that trap, saying, oh, they are going to recount, oh, we are taking back power. It is crazy when I see this happening. Kamala already called some considered, like they are working now to see that January they hand over everything. To see Libras still doing these videos claiming, oh, we are going to take back power, it is the most insane thing I've seen on the internet. I didn't want to do this video, but it is important. I show you some crazy videos, but something happened today. This guy went on CNN. He said something that triggered a lot of people, asking Biden to step down so Kamala can take over.
Joe Biden's been a phenomenal president. He's lived up to so many of the promises he's made. There's one promise left that he could fulfill, being a transitional figure. He could resign the presidency in the next 30 days, make Kamala Harris the president of the United States.
Whoa.
It would absolve her from being able to, from having to oversee the January 6th transition, right, of her own defeat. And it would make sure that it would dominate the news at a point where Democrats have to learn drama and transparency and doing things that the public want to see is the time. This is the moment for us to change the entire perspective of how Democrats
Okay, this
operate.
has now jumped from an internet meme to a Sunday morning show.
Jamal's out here right now.
Congratulations.
Season of House of Cards.
I just enjoy how Scott is looking at him like, are you okay? Are you still dreaming? From all these things I'm seeing on social media, I just concluded that Democrats accused Republicans of doing this in 2020. I saw a lot. I was even afraid to do videos pertaining to what they were doing.
Remember when Elon Musk hosted? And this is well before he was a Trumper. This is 3 or 4 years. He was just the richest man in the world. And a number of the cast members on Saturday Night Live, they didn't want to deal with him. They didn't exactly boycott, but they made it plain. And I was thinking, really? You have Elon Musk on your show for a week. You could talk to one of the most interesting, brilliant people the world has ever produced. But no, you don't want to even deal with him. That's what I hate about the left.
But it's Donald Trump as the messenger was so polarizing that people lost what's really going on just based on who this guy is, who has, just like Tony Hinchcliffe is an insult comic, Donald Trump's entire career is you're fired.
Yep.
You're a loser. Rosie O'Donnell's a loser. Like, that's his whole shit.
It's just going to be, we're talking about a few 100,000 people, perhaps.
I really wish he can play this video and watch himself spew this nonsense.
Donald Trump, you never see him around strong, intelligent women, ever.
That is, if Donald Trump loses this election, he's basically finished.
It is crazy.
But you think, if you want to
that all of these people who believe that their lives are, that bread is too high and eggs are too high, that they voted for a convicted felon.
Against Trump.
I don't care if they write that.
So, with that, I'm going to shake it off.
Figure out a way to say thank you.
No matter how you disagree with someone politically, you should never pray for this.
Elected.
He's such an absolute prick. I can't stand him.
Hey there. How are you doing? If you watch this show regularly, I'm guessing you're not doing great. Yeah, me neither.
Let's be honest, it was a terrible night last night.
What will the rest of us be doing on day one? Now's the time to stand in solidarity with our friends, with our neighbors.
Well,
Hey there in Chicago, Mel here. The voice crying out from the wilderness of Malibu.
Donald Trump as...
I think the guy couldn't get like a beat on him, you know? And like...